Greetings. Good morning. It's 3:15 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym. And no, I didn't wake up late. Just getting my day started on time. I've noticed something about me, whether by default, on purpose. I always tend to like things the hard way. But I gotta tell you something, that if you put things in perspective, even when you like things the hard way, going the extra mile simply means that you build more endurance, more stamina. I remember I had built it was during the time I was waiting to get fingerprint clearance for my real estate license. And I didn't have anything to do. And I was just kind of hanging out. It's my neighbor right there. And I was just hanging out. And I built an entertainment center. I'm going to have to show some pictures of that because I did a really good job on it. But I probably spent too much money on it. It probably took me way too much time, way too much energy, but I was determined to stay with it. Could I have probably gotten it done faster if I had just relied on the experience of an expert? Yes. Did I become an expert after building it? Absolutely. Would I have gotten that ability had I had quit, stopped mid-project, decided not to do it, decided not to finish it? I wouldn't have. When you're getting ready to go to prison, you sit inside what's called a reception center. And they call people in one by one and they ask you some information. Where's your general family located at? And then they say, what part of the valley or the state would be most convenient for your family to travel to visit? I don't think I cared at the moment when they asked me that, how convenient it was for somebody to come visit, because I didn't believe anybody was going to visit me anyway, so I didn't care. So when they asked me and gave me a choice of facilities to go to, I picked the hardest. When it comes to outdoor activities, I don't stick with anything safe. I jump off cliffs, go swimming, deep swimming in the middle of the ocean. Jump out of planes, fly planes. One thing about me is I've always went the hardest route. And like I said, I don't know if that's by accident, by default, but it's always made me stronger. I've never had anybody there to pick me up. So I don't know what that feels like. And I've been down and I've never had anybody pick me up, brush me off, and say it'll be okay. So for me, there's only one way to live. And that's by the things that come at you are intended to be your lessons, to enlighten you, to educate you, to school you, to make you the best. So it doesn't matter when things start getting difficult, even when things are probably not even going the way that I want them to in my house. The dishes aren't done, okay? Maybe the old me would have told somebody to do them. They're there, they need to be done. I'll do them. Shower ain't clean. Maybe the shower needs to be clean. Ordinarily, I would ask somebody else to do it. But I'm here. I'll do it. And I know it's not a good idea to take on everybody's job. That's not what I'm saying at all. But sometimes it's good to push yourself, because at the end of the day, it's usually only one man left standing. And that's usually the person who pushed themselves. Because if I can learn how to do your job, and everybody else's job, then guess what? I'm in a position to start hiring people to do those, because I know what it takes to get those jobs done. I know the kind of work and determination that is required to get those jobs done. So you have to be willing to go the extra mile. You know, I'd ask my kids to clean up something. And I remember one particular situation. This reminds me of adults so damn much. It's funny. Damn is the I don't cuss anymore. And I remember there was some stuff sitting on the ground. I don't remember it's toys or whatnot. And I said, Silas, pick that up. And he says, that's not mine. I said, okay, so pick it up anyways. He says, but that's hers. I said, yeah, but you can still pick it up. You're right there. Why not go ahead and do it? Because we only want to do what we have to do. That's it. This is mine. This is my little section. Nobody wants to stretch. They too much think like it's somebody trying to push work or somebody trying to push something onto their plate, versus looking at it and saying, hey, maybe this is just meant to expand me, stretch me, grow me. The perspective on things is too much coming from a selfish position versus looking at it saying, if I do this additional work, then it will expand me. It will stretch me. When they talk about Jesus cleaning people's feet, what he's saying is, I've lowered myself. I've humbled myself. And at the same time, when you're getting stretched, you're humbling yourself. So it doesn't matter if you always got to do things the hard way. It's going to be even harder if you do it complaining. Oh, why I got to do this? Why is this working out like that? It's like, shut up. Shut up. Just do it and expand. And keep doing it until you get great at it. Listen, I make plenty of mistakes throughout a given day. I'm not going to sit there and complain about it. I'm done complaining. I'm done. There's two things I'm going to do. I'm going to take action. I'm going to do something about it. I'm not going to complain. I'm done complaining. I'm not going to complain about the traffic. I'm not going to complain about somebody cutting me off. I'm not going to complain about a client not cooperating. I'm not going to complain about it, because all of it's within my control. All of it. There's not one single thing that happens in a given day that's not within my control, that I don't have an option. Nothing. And yes, I option to sometimes have it rough, to be stretched, to have to learn a little bit differently, to have to get my lessons, to have them pour into me, to make me better, to make me elite. I like that word, elite. Right? Because even when it's hard, when you do it without complaining, it just turns into a vital lesson. But when it's hard and you're complaining, it sounds too much like you want somebody to pick you up and dust you off. You don't want the lesson. You don't want the process. And you just want to complain. And the fact of the matter is nobody wants to hear it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Not anybody that counts. Because they know it's in your control. Even the lessons are in your control. Even the hard is in your control. It's all in your control. So I made a statement to somebody yesterday saying that my challenge each and every day, my struggle each and every day, is to play the game of life where I win each battle every day. And I'll tell you something, that battle is not outside of me, it is inside of me. It is my spirit battling against my marshmallowy, sometimes up and down, emotion attached to soul. Period. Period, point blank. And when you start getting those two under control and you stop listening to your emotions and start listening to your spirit, then you get to win every single day and become elite. Bottom line.